Eastern Michigan ready to kick it off and get this game going. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. So Texas's offense takes the field. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Longhorn! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, there was something going on that play between the quarterback and receiver. They were looking at each other, and it was almost like they were smiling. The receiver's out to his right. He saw something he liked. He knew he had the post throw, and it was on. Shows you the speed, puts on the afterburners, accurate throw, and it's a touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Eagles' offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And this running game, Jesse, which has been suspect, is going to run into a stone wall in that linebacking core.
I think the big question then is, how is this offense going to have any balance in this game? They need to find creative ways to run the football. We've seen this linebacker shut down much better running backs than what they have on offense. So, David, they're going to have to find ways to still get their backs touches, but try to keep them away from this guy because he is a heat-seeking missile.
He is, and he's sideline to sideline. He's good in the pass.
And the pass rush, he is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And the Eagles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Trying play action. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
The coaches talked about gotta get to the quarterback, gotta ruffle his feathers a little bit. How about this first drive, man? They've already sacked him twice. This will pay dividends throughout a football game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. Able to punt can bail them out. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
On the set.
Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Fires toward the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk.
Oh, pass interference.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls in.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Oh, they're after him. Grabbed in the middle. It's Mott. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
On the run, still looking. Fighting off the defender. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Leaves it with the running back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. And the Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. He's got it on the move. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. It's 3rd and goal. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. Card in the backfield. It's Baxter. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Texas!
I love it. Nice play call, nice design. Get the ball to your speedster and let him do the rest. Try to find a way to isolate guys and get matchups. And you did it with your running back, slash receiver there, and he did the rest.
Lining up to add another. Oh, and it hits the left upright. No good. They made sure that good field position paid off, going 45 yards. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. And the quick shuffle pass. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Still deep in their own territory, 2nd and 6 from the 15. Wants to go up top. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
What a play by this defense. You got the offense backed up. You stay aggressive, break on the football, make a big play, and your offense is jacked up inside the 5-yard line with a chance to punch this in and get some points on the board.
Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorn!
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put 2 hands on the football, lower his shoulder. 2nd and goal. You don't need 3rd and goal, thanks to the big fella.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and
Yo.
field position for this offense.
This game is good, man. You should get this game.
After that penalty on the kickoff.
Fuck that Madden shit. That's just trash.
Yes.
Wants to go on top on 1st down.
Look at my defense. Look at my defense right there, man.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the 1st half, they've been hitting the quarterback.
Yay, I just got what I just did to play.
You can feel that pressure. Keep getting them on the ground. That's
I might trade it in.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Rushes on him. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a
I live next to a GameStop. It's like 5 blocks. I might go tomorrow.
You've got guys swiping at it. You gotta have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job of ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
dances away to buy time. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the Oak. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Eagles want to move quickly. Second down, he'll throw it. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on first down, sack on second down, and now on third down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double-teamed because they can't block him right now.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Wants to bring it back. There he goes. Open it up. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. Backed up now. Here's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking for space. It's Alexander. There he goes. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
How about the effort by the running back? Great job. Listen, it's not an ideal situation, but when you get yourself backed up like that, and it's third in eternity, you put yourself in a bad situation. He almost climbed out of it single-handedly. Nice run, nice effort by the running back.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work.
Eastern Michigan.
The Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Pulls it in. It's Green. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. We're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll run the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with it. Huge negative play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field.
On the set. Pound 55.
Off play action on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown Longhorn! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And right down the middle. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside his own 15, looking for room. And the returner will be brought down. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity ladder. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. To the air, it's Mendoza. Going to try to get it himself. Plows through the defense. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them.
Okay, ready?
Second down coming up.
Clear. Clear.
Looking to fire. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. He has been surgical, precision passing, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Ready to try the point after. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Boy, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Off the play fake on first down. The throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Trying to make magic look. Got enough space. Touchdown, Longhorn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I mean, you talk about calling a pretty good defense you feel good about, and you take away the pass, and what does the quarterback do? He pulls it down and just shows the speed, basically becomes a running back, takes it all the way to the house, and makes your defense look silly.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Great starting point. Grabs it inside his 25, and here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to the ground with the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Connection to the right. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on, so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys, they've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough.
Breaks into the open. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. To the ground with the back. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They finally corral him, and he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
This guy just gives you that. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Buys a little time with his feet. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes a grab on the shot. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
But honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Caught in the backfield, it's Alexander. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Here comes the Texas offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
To the air, it's Mendoza. Quarterback on the move, still looking. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute.
Looking for the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got a man. It's Alexander. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. And the Eagles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. This one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
I think you got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports.